10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Coming out early, so Faith on the Rubik. SCCC is going to be on the Lena. Lifestealer is going to be played by U9. Kaka with that Pudge and offlane Legion Commander. We take a look at the other side. LGD. Old 11 on that offlane Clockwork. Ame on the Sven. Maybe with the Shadow Fiend. Victoria with the Earth Spirit. And Yao and with Warlock. Four. Action paused. Ready to go. Just deep wards, not as is tradition. Sentry ward gets placed by Victoria. And that, nothing really too crazy coming out from either side just yet. You know, there is some opportunity for kills for Newbee. They land a hook, they get a telekinesis, they get a light strike array, but they did go with the dragon sweep. So they're actually going to smoke up his 4. They're going to go for something. They want to make something happen. They're coming over. Actually going to spot Victoria. There it is. They're going to try and get the telekinesis, but he already rolling boulders away. Don't get anything with that smoke. They waste the smoke early, and all of a sudden, bottom, this bounty going to be taken by... Ooh, let's see. Can KP come over? He's hoping to get over. There's the war cry. He gets positioning. Meanwhile, S3C do get the kill. Get the kill on Victoria. I was pretty sure he backed off. I wanted to see this exchange bottom. Thought maybe they'd come in with Yao. War cry instead. Then. So already 1-0 over for Newbee in the early goings. Let's turn this last hit up. What? That can't be right. How is that? Alright, somebody's going to tell me how that's possible. In chat, hopefully. Please tell me that's how that's possible. And I hope you know what I'm looking at. It's 3-17 already. That makes no sense. What could that possibly be? I have no idea. So, we take a look up top. Nothing really coming out just yet. They do have the opportunity for a hook into a telekinesis. Meanwhile, over mid, maybe he's going to be a bit low. He does already have 18 souls. Let's see. Rolling Boulder comes through. They're going to try and get it to hit on SCCC. Not going to find him. And then, actually, meanwhile, up top, the rotation comes over mid. They are going to get that telekinesis as well as the hook out onto this Clockwork and get themselves a second kill. Ah. Alright, so somebody said it in chat before the delay comes up, but SF is denying clock cogs to get extra damage early on. Interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing. And now I know it happens, and I've learned something today. That's crazy.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
never even knew that. I wasn't even looking. I didn't pay attention to that at all, and I should have. That's something for me to look out for now if I see a Shadow Fiend and a Clock work together. We take a look over mid again. They're going to try and set up for another kill. Maybe they can get the body block this time from Yao. They want the rolling boulder in. Possibly what though? Shadow Word and Fatal Bomb. So level 2 on Yao. There's the rolling boulder in. Not going to hit this time around. They do get the Shadow Word. But other than that, nothing coming out for LGD. So LGD kind of lacking. And there's my voice starting to go after this long night. LGD sort of lacking in the early game with these rotations coming out from the Earth Spirit. Take a look down bottom. AP. Farming away, he's found himself 12 and 8. And then over down low with Yao, he's going to get that Shadow Word, and that'll bring Ame back to full 4. We saw the Warlock here with an axe, trying to keep him from getting pushed out of lane, and this time again, it should work out for Ame to keep him in lane once more. This time it's going to be the Sven instead of the off-lane axe. Should be a pretty stable lane for LGD. In terms of Yao and Ame down bottom, we take a look over mid. They're going to try for the rotation one more time with Victoria.
Haste.
See if they can get themselves a rolling boulder. Coming over with rotation is Kaka, so he's got to be careful. Let's see if they go for it. Kaka winning pretty far back, so if the rotation comes in, maybe they get the hook out. We pull the Earth Spirit a little bit further in than he wants to be.
Denied.
They're now down here with the Rubik, and actually walking right into their hands is Yao, so that should be an easy kill. Yao's going to use that Shadow Word. They're going to wait to get this hook, just waiting to get him low enough, and actually just going to use the Fade Bolt to get the kill as Faith. I'm still caught up on the whole cogs thing.
What have we here?
Just something I haven't seen personally once. And actually, again, oh boy, Victoria, he's gonna avoid the hook. He's gonna come in with the rolling boulder, will slow down Kaka, but there's the telekinesis to push him away from both Kaka and Faith. There it is, an early escape for Newbee. Newbee have a 3-0 lead in the early goings of this game, and SCCC is continuing to farm up, keep himself close with maybe himself 27 and 27, so that's all right for him there, but leading the net worth, or leading the CS for the time being, is going to be U9. So 42 and 15, and we'll switch it over to the net worth early. So we see he leads the net worth at 2,800. And next on that list is going to be the Shadow Fiend as well as the Sven. So maybe come over, get this regen rune, no bottle for him. Actually, over on the side is going to be Ame. Ame's got himself shreds and that poor man's shield, and has himself pretty much an easy and sustainable lane, as I said before, with both Yao and Ame down here in the Shadow Word, keeping him up at about full health at all times. Three nothing in the early goings. Nothing really in terms of any hard aggression from either side. And U9 just really content with farming away, getting himself this Midas, working towards the phase boots, and he'll need next afterwards. And ultimately, down the line, he'll get himself the EC. CCC is here with Faith. Might look to get something in on maybe. It's a tough kill. They do have Laguna Blade, however. So if they can just line up together the Telekinesis, the Light Strike Array, Dragon Slave, Laguna Blade, they should be able to find themselves a possible kill on this Shadow Fiend. That means they have to be able to move up. And that's a difficult task for Faith. They'll be spotted right away, and backing off will be maybe. They don't have the luxury of someone like an Earth Spirit who can come in, slow them down, get the stun with something like a Rolling Boulder and a Boulder Smash. So Cogs again, that'll lock U9 up with Old 11. U9 just continuing to farm away. It's sitting pretty at 3,300 net worth, and that is now followed by Ame. He's going to be looking for the Morbid Mask. Possibly that Mask of Madness coming in next. We'll see if that is a Sven Mask of Madness, which has been the build they've had for the last couple of Svens in this series.
Tower is under attack.
Well, CCC is here with KP as well as Kaka waiting in the trees. They're just going to try and take this tier 1 bottom. They use the scan to see if anybody's waiting for them. Hidden off in the side, but nobody's there, and they'll continue to push away.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Just seems a little bit,
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
I don't know, boring would be the word. That's what everybody's thinking with the lack of aggression on both sides. Hard to make this too exciting. But meanwhile, U9's going to try and chase down Old 11, who's out of mana, so does not have enough to get Cogs down if he were to get chased on. Well, we take a look at Ame as well as the Warlock. Ame nearby, he's got that showered on him, but these Ancient Camps are doing quite a bit of work, and he's going to use that Fatal Bonds to make this help out Ame more. So U9, he's going to chase. What about that clarity?
Radiant's middle tower could
Again,
use some
both
help.
sides just continuing to farm away. We take a look over at KP. He's level 7, has himself that duel. He's going to be looking for the Blink Dagger next. Really wants to get in on these duels. And smoked up and coming over is Faith and SCCC. So let's see if they can find anything bottom. The only victim that there's going to be a chance to get is going to be Victoria. Victoria going to be picked up by that Telekinesis. There's the Light Strike Array as well as the Laguna. Not even going to have time to hit off that duel, but they'll get themselves a kill and continue to push bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Works out for
Radiant's
Newbee. They're up
bottom tower's got
4-0.
problems.
Let's see. How's the net worth looking for? It is 3,000 net worth looking for Newbee. Take a look over at Faith. He's got himself those boots as CCC. He's got Arcane Boots looking for the Bloodstone next. And then again, the top farmer is going to be U9. Looking for the Midas, which is coming in via the courier now. He's got this Midas. He's going to be farming at a more superior rate. Have to see what U9 is going to go for next, as he's already got those phase boots. Probably go for Desolator with his next item or armlet. We'll go with the... That was the older one. It was Desolator Echo Saber, but he goes with the armlet. Pretty standard. We'll look over at Maybe, who's really just found himself treads going for the Yules next. As LGD, they are starting to lack in farm as Newbee. Quite a bit to get themselves more and more. And there's the Telekinesis. Stone is going to be the Cogs. The Infest is there. They're going to try and TP out. They get the Cogs to stop the TP out with Faith. Faith, an amazing move. Cogs again. Old 11 in a whole bunch of trouble, but the Battery Assault doing work. That'll lock him down with U9. They still don't even manage to get that kill. No Fade Bolt ever used by Faith. Wow. So I'm actually shocked they didn't get that. Now they're going to smoke up. They're going to try to be the ones who are the aggressive side. They're down no kills to 4. They're actually going to make their way over mid to try and get this Legion, get this Lina. Don't spot anybody, so they'll continue on through the jungle and hope to get themselves now the Legion commander. So Faith, he'll take this time to farm up top. Eventually, he's going to want to find himself getting a Blink Dagger. Find himself in good positions to steal some of these abilities out. Take a look at U9 as he's still looking for that armlet, not Deso. So, point blank hook is going to miss. Here's the rolling boulder in. Boulder smash comes through with the hook. And that'll be lined up on SCCC. There is going to be the press the attack. Not going to save his life. So the chaotic offering is going to be dropped down on top of his head. And now they will turn it around as U9 is going to start to hit away at these heroes. He's going to bring down one in Victoria. They're going to get the duel off on the Shadow Fiend. He's going to get very low, and he's going to stay alive for the time being. He's going to be healed up. And now this is okay. He's going to be the next one to drop. But Kaka's going to get himself a kill. Ame trying to turn it around with the Sven. He's got himself that God Strength, and U9, he's got Rage available. See if they turn it back around. They're going to leave, and it's going to be a 2 for 3. So, net worth goes the way of LGD as they bring down the Pudge and the Legion Commander, as well as the Lina. 3 for 2 trade that LGD are very happy with. They'd be a little bit more happy if they didn't lose their Shadow Fiend, but they'll take it for now. With that Newbee, they want to be a little bit more aggressive. They know they've just lost a fight, but they know they can take a fight if they play it right. U9, double damage. He's going to skip it, you know, in hopes that maybe the ward wasn't there.
I'll take that.
But, oh, now the scan comes out, and they're going to be spotted anyway. So Newbee, they're going to be wasting their opportunity, and like that, that double damage is gone anyway. We look over mid, Light Strike Array, as well as the Dragon Slave thrown out at Ame. He's going to get that hook, as well as the Telekinesis. The Laguna Blade is there. They get the kill. So now let's see. The rotations are going to come in. Victoria's going to show himself. Now they're looking for a hook from Kaka out on maybe. The Rays comes through with a Geomagnetic Grip. There's the upheaval to slow them down. They've already got that kill on Pudge, but they'll lose the Tier 1 tower as consequence for losing themselves the Sven mid. So 7-4 and a net worth lead of about 3,000 again for Newbee. They find the armlet out on U9. And for SCCC, he's going to still be looking for that Bloodstone over on Kaka. Grabbing that Hood of Defiance. And then over on the Legion Commander has that Blink Phase Boots, and he's going to be getting nice duel to open up and initiate onto LGD. As for LGD, the hook shot, I don't miss. Not going to grab it on Faith, but continue to walk his direction. Meanwhile, the hook and the Dismember is going to come out. They've locked down the Sven for a little bit longer. There's the Stormhammer. Fable is going to be used as well as the Telekinesis. Chaotic Offering is going to come out on two, but the Laguna Blade is going to be there to lock down Ame. Ame's going to be taken out early. There's the Infest going to be popped, as they're not going to be able to get close with the upheaval slowing them down. Now the hook comes out on the Golem. Faith's going to die to the Golem, and now it looks as though they might be able to find more. They got themselves one in the Clockwork, and now it looks as though this engagement is over.
Time to punch it.
2-for-1 trade. They get Ame and they get the Clockwork, so 2 cores for Faith. It's a nice trade for Newbee. So Sven's got himself that Warby Mask as well as the Yasha. He'll be looking to finish off the Sanj next, SNY. And then Shadow Fiend, he's got that Yules for a BKB to keep him alive. team fight.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
So KP is top, and 3 are here for LGD. And yeah, there's some.
Dire's bottom tower
They're in
needs
a
some
hook,
help.
but they actually all back off. So just sitting up top and farming away is KP. He's going for that blade mail. Gonna want it in soon. Then we take a look over at U9. He's got himself that Midas as well as the armlet finished off. And let's see what he'll be going for next. Look over at Kaka. Not finished that item. Still 200 gold away. And then over on Faith, he's got himself Tranquils, but that's about it.
Looks like Dire fortified their structures. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Actually, walking towards Faith is going to be Old 11. He's going to be spotted. He's going to be hit by that telekinesis as well as the hook. There's the dismember. He's going to steal the battery assault. The duel comes in. They'll get the duel damage for KP. And Old 11 making some bad choices there. Meanwhile, the OT is going to try and get charged up by Maybe as he's got the Yules out on U9. But they're not even going to use it, and they're not going to get the kill on the lifesteal. So don't get that kill on the lifestealer. They charge up the ult. They're not going to use it. They don't find anything in the return after losing Old 11. Just continuing to push out and farm away is going to be Newbee. Still looking for this blade mail on Legion Commander. And then we take a look over at SCCC. He's got himself that fully finished Bloodstone. Top looks as though LGD are going to want to look to defend this top tier 1. Blink Dagger yet for Sven. He's going to want that to get the mobility and get into throw that Stormhammer. And that's some solid initiation come out for LGD when he does grab it. For now, they'll have to work with the smoke. It's a 5-man smoke, and they're heading on forward to get U9. But with the phase boots, he'll back off, and he should be okay.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
There it is, the rolling boulder. The rage is going to stop him from getting slowed up. The open wounds out on Victoria. They're going to continue to come on forward as LGD. They're going to get the hook shot out on U9. Now everybody's here with the Stormhammer. The raises, and the hook's going to save his life. Kaka comes in, saves the life of this lifestealer, and now they're looking to make them pay. They've got the telekinesis out on Yao, and there's the blink in with the duel up top. They'll get the kill to start off on the Shadow Fiend. They get the hook. The Dismember comes through. The Chaotic Offering to counter it, but Ame's already low. Ame in a bit of trouble. They've got the Magnetize out on a couple of these heroes on Newbee. They've already lost Shadow Fiend. They've already lost Sven, and now they're looking to take out this Warlock. They'll get him as well. Yao's dead, and it looks as though Victoria's going to be the next victim. He's going to be able to Rolling Boulder out. Or maybe not. Coming over with the TP is SCCC. And there it is with the Dragon Slave. One more shot, and he is dominating.
That should help.
Dire's bottom tower
So a
is under
huge
attack.
team fight for Newbee. They'll push this net worth towards 6,000, and they take out everybody except for the Clockwork on LGD.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant have fortified their structures.
U9 and Faith get away at this top
Radiant's
tier
top
1.
tower has fallen.
They'll get themselves that kill. Actually coming over is going to be the duel. Kaka's going to get themselves a kill on Maybe. Kaka's going to fall in the back end. Now they're looking for more on KP. They're going to get the hook shot to get the stun up on this Legion Commander. He's going to be silenced up from the Geomagnetic Grip. And they'll get a 2-for-1, but it is Maybe going down once again. And that is more dual damage for the Legion Commander, so they'll kind of just take the trade. So 15-8 now. In favor of Newbee and a net worth lead of 6,000, as well as the XP at 7,500. See if Newbee can kind of clean it up and finish it off. Obviously, they're still far away from that. Tier 2 still stand for the side of LGD, but Newbee's getting pretty fat. They continue to shut down Maybe. ultimately going to serve to be a problem as he's tied 3 times in a couple of bad spots. Over on the back end, he's just going to farm up. He's got that Hood of Defiance. SC with the Bloodstone, looking for the Hurricane Pipe next. They get the hook, and they get the Dismember with the Laguna Blade out again on Old 11. Walks right into the hands in the same spot on Newbee. Now the Rolling Boulder is going to be out from Victoria. That it's actually going to be off, but he gets the Blade Mail as well as the Duel. The Chaotic Offering is going to be out on 2. They might actually lose the duel to this Earth Spirit, but now maybe might be in a bit of trouble as they stolen the Chaotic Offering. They get the kill on Maybe, and now they're looking for more. They're looking for the kill on Victoria. There's the hook, and it's not Victoria, it's Yao, but oh my god, this Cleave is doing so much with the Magnetize. It's a full and utter team wipe, possibly if they get the kill on U9, but U9 hitting away at Maybe and Ame as well as having this Golem, so much damage. They get the kill again on Victoria, and U9 and the stolen Golem do so much work. It was very close there for a second that maybe LGD would finish off Newbee. Sven hit away with that God Strength as well as the Greater Cleave, but not enough to stop U9 and this Golem. Pick up this Aegis. Desolator comes out for Lifestealer. Looking for the AC next and farming it very well and very quickly. SCCC on Lena. So infested in the KP is going to be this Lifestealer. Wow. Fuel's up. Gonna find anything with it, and now continuing to roam through the jungle is gonna be Newbee. Let's see if they come across towards this mid lane. Couple kills to continue the pressure on LGD. He's in Viz. Now there's the blink with the duel. The Infest dead already is Yao. He was there and then he wasn't. As Newbee push down mid. Got this tier 2.
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower could use some
Over
help.
bottom is Victoria. Blink, Boulder Smash is not going to hit. The hook shot's there for SCCC from Old 11, and he'll just deny himself, but the hook comes through. That's going to hit a creep. Let's see if they can continue to chase. They want to get this kill on Old 11. They're going to use that Rage. Old 11 is going to be forced to have forward, but there's the telekinesis to lock him down even more. Actually going to be kicked on forward by Victoria. There's going to be the Infest away. They've got the God Strength used by Ame. They'll blink away, and now maybe he's shown himself a little bit too far as U9's here. Maybe going to be in a bit of trouble. There's the Chaotic Offering to stop him before he gets the Requiem of Souls off. It's going to be a double one as he's going to fall. Now Faith is going to get killed off by Ame. Ame in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be dueled up, and now that's going to be the Cogs. It's going to be a double dual damage winner for Ame as they get the kill on Pudge as well as the Legion Commander. And now U9 might be in a little bit of trouble, but coming over is going to be this Lino who gets the Laguna Blade out on Clockwork.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Are those cracks in Dire's top
It's a
tower?
fight that, interestingly enough, nets the Sven 14 damage. But overall, I'd kind of say that's a win for Newbee. So 23-13 in favor of Newbee, and they've got themselves a nice 8,000 net worth lead. Lena now down 9 Bloodstone charges. Actually trying to pick up a Scotty. We don't see that too often. So Faith, he's got that Blink Dagger over on the Lifestealer. See, just could have enough for it. smoke. They could smoke up again, and they probably will do so. Just gonna wait for the AC to come in. It is. There's the AC. There's the infest. Nope. Not yet. There it is. So there's the infest. KP, Faith, Kaka, Lifestealer make their way over, and they're gonna get themselves a couple of kills. But already sitting back in their base is LGD. They've not lost tier 2 top or mid yet, and Old 11's gonna be able to get out. Let's see if Newbee continue to move on forward past mid, and LGD are going to try and get out that far. Top SCCC is going to show himself. They're going to continue on forward to try and take this top tier 2, force out the rotation of LGD, but knowing that nobody's on the map for Newbee except this Lena, the best moment to maybe try and turn this around. Oh, they try to get that duel, but the blink out is there for Ame just in time. Blade Mail used. Have the infest out on KP. They almost got the kill. That would have been huge to kill off that Sven. Very close indeed to kill off that Sven, who's got himself that blink dagger, looking for the BKB next. And that's really a big item for him in terms of survival against the side of Newbee. So Newbee, they were looking to try and be aggressive. They do get the infest once again. They have the AC looking for the Abyssal Blade next. And oh boy. Old 11, hook. No, Kaka is not going to get that hook off in time. I don't think he even saw him. Now they're looking for possibly maybe, but the creep comes over and maybe should TP out, and he will. Newbee just gonna push around this entire map, clean up these creep waves, ultimately look for some pickoffs. They're not gonna find it yet, as the rotations have been pretty nice from LGD. While up top again, LGD are going to continue to be pushed on as Newbee push the creep wave out further and further, as they have an easy availability to with both the Legion Commander as well as the Lena. LGD, they know they got to kind of make something happen, as they're down 10,000 net worth, 10,000 experience, and starting to feel the pressure as they get locked into their base. Old 11 does show himself. There's the Fatal Bonds coming through. Two heroes there. The creep wave's going to pass and patch up to SCCC. That coming over is going to be LGD. So the Lena's nearby. They want to make the move out onto Newbee. AP. It's going to elect to TP out. Both teams just content with farming, probably waiting for that next Aegis to be available. And Newbee, if they do somehow get themselves into a fight and win it, they know that it's not going to be LGD's aggression that's really going to be going after that. LGD, they want to kind of sit back, look for their next items, look for the farm, and kind of push out these creep waves away from their base. Stay in the game a little bit longer, get that farm back on maybe, as he had kind of a iffy beginning. And then we take a look over at Sven, who's got himself that BKB, so he'll be ready to fight once maybe is farmed up and ready to go. So U9 just continuing to farm. He elects to go for the heart, not the ace, not the Abyssal Blade. Take a look over at bottom. SCCC is going to be going for the Shiva's Guard. are sort of slowed down. Of course, again, that is waiting for the Roche, which is now up. We'll see if a fight does take place between these two teams now that they know that's probably the timing for this Roshan to be available.
Money to burn.
Now, here come the TPs in, and a little bit of lag, but Newbee's going to continue on forward. We're looking for a duel from KPs. He's popped that blade mail. Not sure if the lag is just on my part. Now coming over is going to be Newbee. They're going to be looking to take out this Roche. Actually, a hook shot comes on through from Old 11 out on Kaka. Is going to be able to force that himself out. There's Chaotic Offering as well as the Requiem of Souls. They're going to take out KP to start. They'll take out SCCC. And now they're looking for more. They're looking to turn it around on U9. They're going to get the buyback coming in from KP. They're going to try and turn it around. And now they're looking to get something on Old 11. They get themselves nothing just yet. And now they've got the telekinesis out on Sven. All that they've taken out right now thus far is going to be that Clockwork. They look over at Yao. Yao's going to be dueled up with the Blade Mail and not really getting these hits in. And not going to get that dual damage, but they will get the kill on Yao. With that, they should be able to lock up Roche. So there it is. There's a nice Aegis coming out for Newbee. They don't exactly win that fight. They have to buy back on the Legion Commander, and Lena does not take the minus 30-second respawn time, takes the 50 damage. And Newbee now with this Aegis, they might look to push and take down this tier 2 and look to go for the tier 3.
Middle tower
The Chaotic Offering is down as well as the Warlock. Just a moment, maybe get best on KP and hope the rotations come through. And they have made the rotations. They pushed forward just a little bit. Ame showing himself. U9 just continuing to show. Meanwhile, coming back over mid is going to be SCCC. A bit of gold away from getting himself that Shiva's Guard, and U9 going to hit away at this mid tier 2. Really just trying to self this mid tier 2, work it out, and will get it as LGD are still confined to their base. Just sitting up top, continuing to farm away, and again, LGD, they just feel this fear of leaving. They know that a fight, if it doesn't go their way, it's a tier 3 and possibly Rax, which with the attack speed of both Alina and Lifestealer, it's just they have to play every move precisely. If they give up even a couple of kills to Newbee and they win the fight or ultimately take out everybody on Newbee, it doesn't exactly become worth it. They're just so far behind. They really need to make Newbee pay and take a fight, something like a 5-0. But Newbee are going to be the ones who are going to be the aggressors. They continue to push out these creep waves, continue to farm up, make LGD's life very, very obnoxiously hard. So they have the heart, they have the Aegis. Let's see. Are Newbee going to be a bit more aggressive? They know they've locked in LGD to their base. They just haven't seen... They just haven't seen LGD really leave. So they know they've got to be closed into their base. There's no way they're really coming out too far. They haven't spotted them with this deep ward really at all. And now it's really up to Newbee to make that first move. They know the high ground defense is pretty good for LGD with the Chaotic Offering as well as the hook shot. Powerful Requiem coming out from the Shadow Fiend. And Sven, you know he could do quite a bit on this team. And meanwhile, over mid, Kaka is going to fall to Ame. So the whole team of LGD does come out for a moment to take out Kaka, who's dead for 63 seconds and does have buyback. The question is, how important is the pudge? pressure is still going to be mounted onto LGD as they continue to push these creep waves forward up top. Rotate over for Newbee. Use this rage, try and find themselves a tier 3, but with the glyph, they're going to try and back off. Old 11, he looked as though he was going to be setting up for that hook shot. Not going to go in just yet. Newbee going to continue to keep this creep wave pushed in, and U9, he's going to come in, rage, take a couple of jabs at that tower, back off, and it'll be the rinse repeat that'll hopefully get him this tier 3, but he's got to be careful. Now coming in, there's the upheaval as well as the rolling boulder. They've got him locked down for just a moment. Victoria's going to get very low. He's going to be 4 steps out. Now the upheaval slowing them down for just a moment. The hook shot comes out, as well as the storm hammer, maybe too far out. So the chaotic offering not in time. They've taken out maybe for 75 seconds, no buyback. And that is a falter on LGD that might have just cost them at least the Setter X and possibly this game. So Newbee just continuing to work on these racks. U9, he's there with the rage as well as SCCC. He's got the attack speed to annihilate these buildings. And now they look over mid. No chaotic offering, and LGD, they got to find an opportunity to move forward. Can't just sit back or they're going to lose their entire base. So there it is with the telekinesis forward. Going to force step down to the low ground is going to be Faith. They're going to rolling boulder out. The upheaval's going to slow down Newbee. But how much longer do they have the ability to do so? They got the boulder smash as well as a couple of shots out on KP. They're not going to be able to get this kill with the dual damage, but they're going to get the kill on the Warlock nonetheless. They've got the Storm Hammer coming through, but Ami's going to drop again. He's going to be forced to buy back. They're going to continue to move on in with Newbee invading this base of LGD. They get the Laguna Blade, not going to kill off this Clockwork Old 11 just yet, but the Light Strike Array does get a rolling bouldering Earth Spirit. So they've taken out the mid racks, they work towards bottom, and LGD, they just have to look from the outside in, wondering what can they do. So now maybe he's back up, but Kaka just disrupting this whole motion. Ami's going to try and come back in. There's the telekinesis. They're going to try and make it work. Ami going to try and retreat. He's hitting away at both the Legion Commander as well as the Pudge, who's going to be cogs in. Old 11's going to be the first one to fall. And now LGD, they're going to lose this span. They're going to lose more in the Earth Spirit. They're looking to take out maybe, and they're going to dive this Rax and dive this well all the way in to take out maybe and get the full team wipe. And with that, GG is called. Newbee are the DPL champions. So Newbee take this series 3-1.